Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. I am joined, of course, by Paddy The Baddy Pimblett. We have got something a little bit different lined up for you today. So we're going to talk, obviously, about Liverpool Football Club. That's what we do. But we also want to talk to Paddy about his life, his career and MMA in general. So, Paddy, thanks for joining me first and foremost.
Right, you know that.
Massive Liverpool fan. It's been a couple of years since we last met, actually, isn't it? Just prior to you winning the title at Cage Warriors. But you know, we talked about Liverpool then, let's talk about it now. What is so special about this city and this team?
With the bad boys, you know what I mean? It's no one like us. It's like this gym, to be fair. We're more like Liverpool FC is more like a family. It's more than a footy club, you know what I mean? It's more like a family. Everyone cares about each other, like our gym, to be fair. Like next gen, and when we saw each other last time, the club weren't in the best condition, lad. Now things are looking up. Now everyone's saying, oh, it's our year, but it actually could be.
Do you think it actually is then?
I actually think it could be.
Is it hope, is it dreams, or is it belief this time around?
It's belief, you know what I mean?
How,
the only
how team
what can stop us is City.
What's changed in the last 12 months, 18 months for us to now be in that position?
We've got a squad and not just 11 players. Champions League final proved it. Salah went off and we were all looking at each other like that. Who did we bring on? We had no one. You know what I mean? Brought Lallana on. He's not the type of, I like him, I rate him, but he's just not the player you want to bring on when Salah gets injured, is it, in the Champions League final? Now we've got all the signings there, you know what I mean? Like, we've spent a little bit of money and got players in what we needed.
This season, I think the major thing that Liverpool have changed probably is how they interact with their fans, and I wonder whether that's something that you can sort of relate to. I mean, you know, you stormed onto the MMA scene, didn't you? And you picked up a load of Scouse fans very quickly, even before, you know, the Teddy fight and all that. Scousers were onto you, yeah. But once you said those words that just went absolutely viral, everyone was like, this kid, this is what we want. These are like, that in MMA is exactly what we need to see from Liverpool. Is that something that you've been able to tap into yourself personally?
Lad, to be honest, that just come out, lad. Like, it just come out. I didn't plan it, I didn't mean it, it just happened, you know what I mean? I just said Scousers don't get knocked out. Where, I'll be honest, I was probably a bit dazed still where he hit me with a nice right hand in that fight. After that fight I turned around and went, what round did I finish him there, the first or the second? You know what I mean? But like, it's bossed at Liverpool like that now. Like, I've seen it loads on my Instagram and that. Like, that Curtis Jones, like, getting all sorts, stopping with everyone for pictures, you know what I mean? That's how the players should be. You know what I mean? And like, he knows, because he's a young lad, you know what I mean? He's a young lad who's supported football teams, and he knows that's how it is.
Do you think that's what Liverpool need to be doing more of, is engaging that sort of young Scouse audience and trying to get them more into the ground?
Yeah, I think no matter what, you always need a Scouser in the team. I think Gerrard, didn't even know he was world class, you know what I mean? Like, having that Scouser in the team makes a big difference. Even Carragher, you know what I mean? Like, it's someone who knows how everyone in that stadium's feeling.
Is that why we've all fallen in love with Trent Alexander-Arnold?
Yeah, that's why we all love him. And even though he's not a Scouser, Andy Robertson, man, yeah. Absolute legend, wears his heart on his sleeve. He is unbelievable. So
what do you think Liverpool can achieve this season then? Do you think we can realistically actually win the title?
Yeah.
Straight up?
Just, yeah.
Sounds.
That's it. We're going to win the league.
Any cups?
If you want, lad. I just don't care about nothing else apart from the league. Obviously the Champions League is a big thing, especially after getting to the final this year, but the league, you know what I mean? Even my dad turned around to me the other day and was like, I want them to win it for you because you've never seen it and that, but you never know what could happen, son. I don't know if I'll ever see them win the league again. You know what I mean? He's like, you don't know how old I'm gonna be here till. He mentioned him and his mate Robbie, and I was like, we need to see them win the league again before we kick the bucket. He's got a point, you know what I mean? It's
been too long, hasn't it? And it does feel like Jurgen Klopp, with the signings that he's made, with the way that the team's playing at the moment, this is our best chance going into a season since the Premier League began.
Jurgen Klopp is the boy. That's simple. He's the man, you know what I mean? I liked him at Dortmund. I started watching Dortmund years ago, talking about it with my mate the other day, and I always said Jurgen Klopp, lad, he'd suit our club, and then he is the perfect manager for Liverpool. Yeah. Just like Fergie was for United. he's the perfect manager for Liverpool.
I think you're right, and listen, you know, we follow Liverpool all around the world, and that, like, and just the way that he interacts with Liverpool fans, the way he interacts with the game itself, the players on the pitch, he just gets it. He gets our city.
Even the video the other day of him walking in that gaff where when Jamie's on the guitar, that was sick. Know what I mean? Goes like that with the pint and that.
We've got an interview out with Klopp. Paul sat down with him in America, and he didn't like plan to do that. He's exactly like you. He's probably exactly like me. And that you walk into somewhere and you haven't really got what you plan, what you're going to say planned. So Jurgen Klopp is told, and he speaks about this on the video, that he's going in there. And he gets in there, next thing he's kissing cameras and he's singing LA, LA down it, and he's just, and Paul,
that's what I mean.
It's
authentic.
He's swept up.
It's being you. I hate people who are fake on camera. People act different on camera. What you see is what you get with me. I can imagine Jurgen to be the same.
Yeah, I think so. Like, let's talk a little bit about MMA and stuff then. You know, we spoke about you saying Scousers don't get knocked out before after the Teddy Violet fight. Did you feel like you'd put a target on your back at that point?
I think I already had a target on my back anyway.
It's the hair.
The hair plays a part, like, to be fair. The hair's probably got something to do with it, but ever since I was an amateur, I've had a target on my back. I was outspoken, know what I mean? As an amateur, there was the Cage Warriors forum years ago. It doesn't really get used now, but I put a post on there saying, I am the best amateur bantamweight in the country. Can anyone dispute this? I think it was like 5 or 6-0 at the time, and then I was just beating people off a list of names that got put on, and I went 9-0 as an amateur, know what I mean? And then turned pro when I was 17, just got a few fights, I ended up signing for Cage Warriors right away, and because of me mouth and the way I look and that, I was just a target anyway. What
is it that drives you, Paddy? Because some people get it from like being looked over and they think that you know, they're not good enough and they let that drive them, but you seem to have that confidence. So that doesn't drive you. So what is it that helps you achieve your goals?
To be honest, want to fight. That was the first thing. That's why I come and started training, because I wanted to get in there and fight. But now I just want to make everyone proud. You know what I mean? My family, my teammates, like my family have put stuff on the back step for me to do this and that. You know what I mean? Like some of my mates in here, my mates / coaches, they've let their career go on the back foot for mine. You know, they don't take some fights in that way, they're training me for that. So it's not just for me that I want to do this, you know what I mean? It's for everyone else as well. No one deserves this more than Paul. Paul, my coach, no one deserves it more than him, seriously.
It's interesting, you know, you've mentioned family a few times, and you talked about Next Generation Gym, where we're sat here as a big family and stuff. And you know, the first time we met, you were with Chris Fishgold, and it very much came a part of that. But it always felt like, and it never would have happened, or maybe it would have. But with him being a lightweight and you being a featherweight at the time, you both have that confidence that you want to go and do and achieve things at maybe at the lightweight, and we've seen you obviously move to that now. But before we get on to that discussion, actually, let's talk about the Johnny Fracky, is that how you say it? Frazy, is he French, is he? Johnny Frazy fight in Liverpool, in the Echo Arena. I was lucky enough to be there and see you just kick ass.
Yeah, it went off in there, like, to be fair.
What was that like in front of your home crowd?
Sick, to be honest. Nothing, like, I'm getting goosebumps now. I swear, nothing compares to it, lad. Getting that win in front of all my family, all my friends, all hometown, you know what I mean? It's sick. Nothing better than jumping over that cage and going bananas with everyone.
Yeah, you did go absolutely bananas, like. And then you go on and you fight at Rosa, and it was in the BT Studios, wasn't it, in London or something?
Weird one, to be fair. I've never fought, I think I fought in front of like 80 people. It was weird. Hardly anyone there.
No atmosphere as well, where you've just come off one and
I could hear me mates, like, every word what got said from like one of my mates. I could hear it. Like, I can hear Paul talking when I'm in the. I can hear Paul, Ellis, Chris, me Padman, know what I mean? People in my corner, like my teammates, Adam. I can hear stuff, but then in a gaff like that, where you can hear every single voice, it's harder. Know what I mean? But still got the win. So
yeah, it was a decision win, wasn't it? It went the full distance, and I think you threw up after that fight, didn't you? And then was it Ferrero Rocher? Did I remember reading something like that? And chocolate. What was that about? Why were you doing that? Why were you you're eating that hot chocolate or drinking that
I
hot
don't
chocolate
know,
there?
I just wanted to.
You think that...
I had it in the day, I didn't have it right before it. I had it in the day and Adam told me not to. But I just told him to shut up and ate it and drank it, and that's what happened.
So what happened? I mean, you know, you then move on to the next fight and you unfortunately lose that fight by a guy who was pretty much unfancied at the time. Like, how did you manage to deal with that after coming off a 9-fight win streak?
Just one of them, lad. Gotta get on with it. It's like
had you changed anything in the training? Are you taking anything less seriously, or?
No, just at the time I probably wasn't taking it seriously. You know what I mean? I was going out all the time and eating all food all the time, and I was cutting too much weight. You know what I mean? I was losing like 7 kilo, 8 kilo overnight. So it's just not healthy. It's rough. That's why when I used to weigh in, I used to look like I'd just suited up. I used to look like I'd just injected Bobby. You know what I mean? So now it's big difference. Feel fresh at lightweight. You know what I mean?
And you feel like that's your weight, at least for now.
Yeah. Like, I'll be honest now, I'm lighter now than I would have been 3 weeks out for a featherweight fight. Like,
What is that? Is that just simply down to the fact that
I'm doing it properly? Like, I'll be honest, when I beat a Rosa, when I beat Freyshi, when I beat Violet, when I fought Nad and lost, that wasn't 100% me. You know what I mean? That was like 50-60%. That was me going out bevying of a weekend and then coming in here on the Monday and just getting through everything. You know what I mean?
So what made you flip that switch?
Losing was a big part, like losing that fight and then getting told I couldn't fight in the October. I was meant to fight again in the October at a catch weight, and I just got told that I couldn't fight. Wasn't up to me, you know what I mean? Doctors told me I couldn't fight and I just cried for days, you know what I mean?
And then you had the injuries and stuff as well. You've been out for almost a year between before your last fight. How did you deal with that mentally?
Just gotta get on with it. It was just in here, you know what I mean? That getting told I couldn't fight in October, that was a big thing. That done me head in, you know what I mean? That was, I wanted to get back in there and redeem myself and put it on him and show everyone what I'm made of, you know what I mean? And like 3 weeks before, get told I can't fight, and all sorts of people have already bought tickets, and when it was horrible on the night of the show. Like Molly fought and won the belt, didn't she? And on the night of the show, I've got all people coming up to me going, we only bought tickets to come and watch you, we only bought tickets to come and watch you. And you just feel like cunt, lad. So, just couldn't let that happen again, you know what I mean? It's why I went into my last fight with an injury. It's just one of them.
And you're fresh now, September the 1st.
Yeah.
It's going to be the best Paddy Pimblett.
It is. It's going to be the best version of me we've ever seen, lad.
And Soren back.
It's going to be on his back. It's that simple, lad.
So have you got plans for it? Anything?
Nah.
I remember speaking to you last time actually and thinking, you know, when I first went to see you fight, you come in and you're absolutely bouncing on this and everything's just there, and as soon as you cross that into that octagon, something just happened to your face, lad, and I'd never seen you focus like it in anybody.
It goes different, like, it goes from all happy to
I'm gonna
smash your head in.
And was that just in you?
That's just happens, I don't know. I think that's just where the switch on, you know what I mean?
Mad, mate, honestly. Listen, I hope that you've all enjoyed this. It's been slightly different for Redmen TV. Like, I am going to get your predictions for the season. We've obviously already said he's going to win the title. Mo Salah, is he going to be top scorer or is he going to be somebody else?
It's either going to be Salah, Kane or Aguero.
Aguero, okay. Top assists in the league?
De Bruyne.
Yeah, I think so. Both yellow and red cards?
Don't know, you know, that's hard on most yellow and red cards, that's a tough one, that. I've been trying to do, all the lads have done a fantasy team, I've been trying to do one, and I just can't do it under 100 mil. Lad, I swear it's on my phone here now on the Safari, I just can't get it under 100 mil, lad, it's burning me head out. I just love it. Oh, I'm going to have to take Salah out, and it's just like,
I'm not taking Salah
Salah's
out.
not going nowhere, you know what I mean? Even though it says 50% of people have picked him, I'm just like, he's the boy, he's not going nowhere.
And you'll have to captain him as well, otherwise
that's what I mean.
Scores a brace you behind from the start.
That's it, lad.
Spot on, Paddy. Listen, I hope you've enjoyed it. It has been slightly different. We did the football chat, and I just fancied talking to him about his life and stuff. And listen, he's a dead interesting fella. We've been here and just seen him do a little bit of work on the pads and stuff like that. I tell you what, the work that he has to put in to be able to perform, and the pressure that I think, Paddy, I think you said yourself, you feel.
No pressure, lad. We don't feel pressure, lad.
You sure? I feel pressure all the time, mate. I feel pressure walking into a room, mate.
We don't feel pressure, lad.
Sound alright, mate. Listen, appreciate it.
Of course, you know that. And the Reds are going to win the league. What? We're going to win the league. City,